I want you to hear what they're saying. So I said, cool, call them. So now you can remember now, I'm a 24-year-old, egotistical, all-pro lineman who wants to get paid, not understanding the art of negotiations where we're high, they're low, and they meet somewhere in between. So I'm on the phone call. Drew calls the Pittsburgh Steelers front office. I don't know who the negotiator was, but he is absolutely ripping me a new one. He's calling me everything from a system lineman, not the best lineman on the team. Leon only started a couple of years. He won't be able to go anywhere and have any other success. You ask for too much money. Damani Dawson is this, and he was. Damani was the best lineman on the team, and I was asking for more money than Damani. Leon's this. So I'm steaming hot. So now I hear this 20-minute tirade of how bad I am and how I'm just a product of the Pittsburgh Steelers system and the offense, and I'm just pissed off. So when I get the phone with Drew, he calls me back, and he says, I told you. And I said, I just cursed Pittsburgh guys. I said, the hell with them. I said, I can go anywhere in the country and prove that I'm a quality offensive lineman. I said, let's go. I said, I'd go anywhere. So I'm hot. I'm steaming hot. I'm outside. I'm cussing. I'm fussing. I'm arrogant, egotistical. I'm all the parameters of just somebody just out of control and pissed off. It's like hearing, I don't know what it was. It was like hearing someone you love and respected so much say that you weren't worth a damn. And that's what I felt like. And that's the reason why I left, because of the conversation that I overheard. But not knowing the slickster that Mr. Rosenhaus is, he had already had Jaguars in his pocket. So after I went off, he calls me back a few hours later and says, hey, Leon, I got a team for you. I said, who? He said, the Jaguars. I said, the Jaguars? This is exactly what I said. I said, the Jaguars suck. I said, the Jaguars were 4-12 last year. He said, no. I said, they were 4-12 last year. And then he was like, well, they beat it. I said, he said, well, they beat you. He beat y'all when y'all came. I said, well, okay, you're right. I said, well, who's down there? Who they got down there? Who's the quarterback? Who's this? Who's that? And he said, well, Tom Coughlin's the coach. Mark Brunell's there. They got a young offensive line guy, Baselli. They're trying to make some moves. I said, oh, God. But I wanted to be back in Florida. I wanted to be back in Florida, no state tax, all that kind of component, draws you in more money. So I said, okay. I said, let me go down there and visit them first before I sign. I just don't want to sign it. So I went down there. Tom Coughlin, he was straight up. He was straight up with me. Told me he was going to work me. Told me what he expected out of me. Told me we were going to build this team. And he said, Leon, he said, in a few years, this team is going to be a championship team. I'm looking at him like, really? Really, Coach? 4-12 last year, I'm going to be a championship. But, hey, he was real with me. He was real. He was honest. And I respected that because all the other teams I talked to weren't as straightforward as he was. And I respected that. And he was like, we're going to work hard. I said, Coach, I don't have a problem working hard. I said, I love it. He said, okay, well. He said, you come here. We're going to get some other key components in the draft and free agency. He said, we're going to build a championship team here in Jacksonville. And I signed. And I signed with the Jaguars. And that was my free agent story.
So, lastly, we have one last question. It has nothing to do with your history, but you saw that game. You talked about the hit on Antonio Brown. Anything you'd like to say publicly on this air, on this moment, to Vontaze Burfict?
Well, listen, he's already been. I don't think he should get a 3-game suspension. Personally, I mean the damage has already been done. Them losing the game is a lot more potent than suspending him 3 extra games next year. I just think that the hit could have been avoided. He's just got to. And don't get me wrong. I love his passion. I love the way he plays the game, but. I don't understand how someone as passionate and as physical and can be so vulnerable and be so foolish and be so reckless at pivotal points of the game. I don't understand that. He's got to do something. Well, the coaching staff's got to do something with the kid because either he's going to change the way he plays the game, or you got to get rid of him. because you don't need that kind of poor. You got to get rid of him because he plays on the edge. He's physical. He's hard. But when you're out of control and you're reckless and you're volatile in key moments of the game when it matters the most, you can't have that kind of guy on your team on the field when you're trying to move forward. So either he's going to have to change his ways, or they got to get rid of him.
Okay,
and that's a lot of players on that team.
Yeah, and it seems like they've lost a lot of their discipline, and Vontaze Burfict scares the crap out of me. I got chills watching him in that game, and it freaked me out. I'm having Vontaze Burfict nightmares at this point. But now here you are in present day. You have a popular clothing line that is gaining a lot of attention for offensive linemen all over the world. This is the clothing line that you could find on jockjournal.com, the Real Men Block clothing line. This is great. Now, I can understand how hard it is to find athletic gear for somebody who's 300 plus pounds, but besides fitting, what does your clothing line do for offensive linemen?
Well, it's more than just clothes. Right now, it's just T-shirts and hoodies. It's an idea, it's a concept. I'm going to get into dry fits. I'm going to get into gloves. I'm going to get into helmets, shoulder pads, all the key components, apparel. The offensive lineman can do one stop and shop. I have equipment, training equipment that I have patent pending. The offensive lineman can use individually with other linemen to help them with their balance, their footwork, their speed work, their pulling, their trapping, their sets, all the fundamental aspects of being an offensive lineman. So it's more than just T-shirts and hoodies. Well, right now that's all it is, but it's going to be a whole community. I'm going to create a blog where up-and-coming offensive linemen will be able to interact with established linemen, all-pro linemen, to ask advice on everything from nutrition to training to studying film to picking a school, picking an agent. There's going to be mentoring that's going to be involved where they'll be able to, offensive linemen that have already played will be able to mentor the offensive linemen about techniques, fundamentals, all the kind of key components that linemen growing up really didn't have. So it's going to be a whole community. There's going to be a whole network of just offensive line interaction. And it's been a dream of mine, it's been a vision of mine over the last 3 to 5 years. It's amazing to me that I had this on a piece of paper just last year, and now I've got offensive linemen all around the world and the country saying they're buying my shirts, my hats, and T-shirts. And it's amazing to me how great God is, because I'm telling you, when I say this was on a piece of paper just last year, and now I've got kids posting on Twitter about they love the shirt, love the idea, they love that I've got something that caters to all offensive linemen. It's just amazing to me how great God is, and I'm just going to keep moving forward with it. Come up with more T-shirt ideas, more hoodies. I'm actually working with a T-shirt distributor tomorrow. I've got a meeting with them to build on my brand and offer hats and dry fits and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to have camps. I'm still going to train linemen on the side because I love coaching. So I'm just thrilled about the progress that I've made over the last 8 to 10 months. And I just want to keep seeing the brand grow and grow. And I want to reach out to as many offensive linemen as possible, because I sincerely want to see offensive linemen grow and have success and live out their dreams and play at the next level. So I'm just happy. That a Real Men Block has been a movement as of such.
And that is, we are behind it all the way, and we're super excited about it. Mr. Searcy, why don't you tell everyone, other than jumping over to Jock Journal and clicking on your ad, where else can someone get information? If people are listening to this or they know someone that wants to get a T-shirt or get involved in this, how can they find you? Where can we go and get some information or even purchase some stuff?
Well, right now, you can Facebook friend me, Leon Searcy Jr. You can tweet me. You can find me on Twitter at Leon Searcy 72. And right now, the only website I have up is you can go to athleteoriginals.com/Leon Searcy/Real Men Block. I'll have my own Real Men Block website put up real soon. so they can just be able to go to realmenblock.com and get involved in all the stuff that I spoke on earlier.
We thank you so much for your time. You have been a wealth of knowledge, and not only that, just a hell of an entertaining interview. Everybody is Leon Searcy Jr. The resume speaks for itself. Thank you so much for being on with us tonight. We really appreciate it, and I'm sure...
What a pleasure.
Yes, it really has been. Mr. Frank Sprankle from The Sports Drive will be contacting you about the more, I guess, less explicit version of the same interview pretty soon. So look out for him. He'll be trying to get a hold of you.
No problem. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. We appreciate it so much. Take care, and we'll catch you another time.
You got it.
So, Matt, that's a very exciting interview. Very, very good. We got to get to break, and after the break, we'll just be signing out. But we'll catch you in just a couple of minutes.
Finally, can we take a moment and stop listening to these idiots long enough to get the Cars for Kids jungle stuck in my head?
Cars for Kids, KARS Cards for Kids, 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids, KARS Cars for Kids, 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Also on the web at carsforkids.com. That's Cars with a K. We're a recognized 501c3 charity organization, so you'll receive a maximum tax deduction. What's more, you'll receive a free vacation voucher of 3 days and 2 nights.
1-877 Cars for Kids, KARS Cars for Kids, 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Are you looking for the web's best sports news? Visit jockjournal.com. Sports media has lost its touch. It seems that journalists are scared to report what they see, in fear of losing access to the teams they cover. At jockjournal.com, you get inside information on the entire NFL community without all the politics or fears other writers have. That's jockjournal.com. When you need the NFL sports news, information, opinions, fantasy football, or discussions, there is only one place to go, and it's jockjournal.com.
You are listening to Jock Journal Radio. News, opinion, and discussion for all you Jock stars.
Support for this show comes from Material. Material is a simple and intuitive e-commerce platform that lets you get your online store started without paying a dime. That's right. No ads, no setup costs, no transaction fees. Experience a fresh and easy new way to sell online by signing up at material.com today.
Okay, we're back. I had to surf porn and post my pics on an adult website.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. All you Jock Stars must have had an enjoyable time, and if you really like what we have here at Jock Journal Radio, we invite you to go along and join the ride. All you have to do is join us on Twitter at Jock Journal, or you can find us on Facebook /Jock Journal, and come on over to just jockjournal.com. We got tons of writers, we got tons of people that you are interested in chatting about and getting to know sports with. Matt, that had to be one of the most fun interviews I've had. I mean, the level of explicitness and the truth that he told, I got to say, was absolutely phenomenal. I thank Mr. Ben Coffin Sr. of Jock Journal, the Vice President of Operations of our organizations, for helping me put me in touch with Mr. Leon Searcy Jr. He has been a fantastic interview. Thank you so much, Ben. Matt, what do you think?
Another good one. I'm just stoked that he came onto the show and he took some time out to give us an interview. It seems like we continue to get good people on the show that are willing to open up about the things that we don't get to see in just watching the games on the weekend, or even listening to the show, the other, NFL recap shows that are on there, because they're so PC. I'm glad we get another side of it.
I am too. I really am. But we've run out of time. And with that, I am Nash.
And I'm Matt.
And you're listening to NFL Talk. Have a nice night. Take care.
That was NFL Talk Late Night from Jock Journal with the biggest morons in the country.